Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
This is COLM McGuigan for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined in Monterrey, Mexico, with Diego Pacheco. Diego, back in your parents' home country, what does this mean to you to headline in Monterrey?
Man, it means a lot. I actually fought here twice as an amateur in Monterrey, and both times had victorious wins, really good wins, and to be back here again, this time headlining as a professional, defending my WBA title and my WBC US NB or whatever it's called titles. It's just a big blessing. I'm extremely focused. Now I'm 22, I'm getting older, I'm getting stronger, wiser, and just super happy with how everything's been turning out in my career. Of course, never taking anything for granted, and always keeping my 10 toes on the ground and focused, like I said, ready for whatever comes Friday night, and excited.
When you made your debut in Tijuana, I think you made your professional debut, and then at that point, did you ever envisage yourself headlining in Mexico this soon and having your brother on the card?
I knew one day I'd headline and come back to Mexico. I didn't know it happened in Monterrey, and I didn't expect, my brother to be on the new card either. But everything happens for a reason. We're on the right track, and we've been training super hard. Me and my brother, we dreamt about moments like this, and super happy that now everything is just falling into place, and we're ready to perform come Friday night.
Does it make it that bit sweeter for you when you know that your younger brother's on the undercard?
Yeah, definitely. Even when we're in camp, we're just pushing each other. He knows it's real important for us to look good. That's all that matters. The performance, the way we look, the way we show out on fight night, and we've been preparing extremely well for that. And now it's just time to shine come Friday night.
Before your last camp, I believe you moved from LA to Washington. You hooked up with Benavidez Senior, Junior. What's that atmosphere like around that gym, and being around someone like Benavidez Junior, who's at this moment of time around the top end of the division?
Yeah, it's just great. Being around a lot of great fighters. Not just David, but his brother. A lot of other great fighters who are in that gym. Just learning. Everyone in there wants to help each other get better. Benavidez Senior, he puts in the work every single day with every single one of us, and super thankful, for all the guidance, all the little tips, the inside of the ring, outside of the ring help. It's just great, to be around great people like that.
Benavidez Jr. obviously around the top end of the division. For you to be sparring with that caliber of opponent, does that take you to the next level too? Definitely,
not just in sparring. Every single day that I'm in every training session, he's there, and he's always helping us. Even the little defense, the little stepping, the way you step, all the little things. He's always there he's watching, and he's trying to help us fix all the little errors or help us do things better. And it means a lot, for a guy like him to take the time out of his training sessions to help us and give us little tips here and there. And I'm super grateful for David Benavidez.
Galagos, your opponent on Friday night, really tough, durable guy, another step up in opposition. What do you know about him, and what weaknesses do you think you can exploit on Friday night?
I know he's just a good fighter. He's an experienced, tough Mexican fighter, durable, like you said. He's never been stopped, never been put down or anything like that. So just excited to be stepping up against guys like this. I've been showcasing my skills and my power against a lot of opponents, but to do it against a guy like him is going to be real fun, and hopefully everyone recognizes that it's a good opponent once I look good against him.
Last time out against Jack Cullen in the UK, you end up headlining the show. What experience did you take from that into this fight in Mexico?
Just how I got the headline out of nowhere. I found out like a week and a half before the fight. So I was super excited. It didn't change anything. Still went in there trying to do what I do. And that's dominate and look good against whoever they put in front of me. And it actually just motivated me a lot more to look even better because all eyes were on me. So same thing here. Headlining again. I know this is my show, and it's just time to go, time to perform.
What did you make of Edgar Berlanga's performance against Jason Quigley? Did you watch that fight?
I watched some of it. he did. I mean, Jason Quigley was looking good for some of the fight, but it was a good fight. It went the way I expected it to go. I think Edgar is a good fighter, but I feel I'm levels ahead of him, and I'll show that this fight and just how I've been showing it on my previous fights.
Ultimately, with them signing Edgar Berlanga here at Matchroom, does that then entice you into that Puerto Rican-Mexican kind of big rivalry fight? Is that something that you'd welcome at some stage?
Definitely, I'll welcome anyone who's in the top of the 168-pound division to fight against. I want to come out as the best. When it's all said and done. So I know I'm only 22 as well. So I'll have time to fight all of these guys, all the names. I'm telling Eddie, line him up however he wants. I'll be ready.
Well, Diego, last one from me. Give us a prediction for Friday night. How does it sound?
I'll look good. I'll box this guy. I'll use my skills against him, get him frustrated, and then once I find those openings, I'll hit him with my hardest shots, and I think he won't be able to take them. I'm not predicting any rounds, but I think I'll get him out of there.
Diego, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, brother.
Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Kugan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking shut up.